Good day, grade 7s. Today's natural science lesson is methods of separating mixtures, which are under math. So just a quick overview of what you will define what a mixture is and identify at least three methods used to separate mixtures. Then we will move to understanding, like for example, explain why the physical properties such as particle size, solubility, and magnetism make separation possible. What is a mixture? The definition of mixture is a mixture contains two or more substances that are physically combined but not chemically bonded. Each substance keeps its own property and can be separated using physical methods. The key characteristics are: number one, no chemical reactions occur when substances are mixed. Number two, each component retains its original properties. Number three, components can be separated by physical. So grade 7s, there are two types of mixtures that we will be doing is heterogeneous and homogeneous. So heterogeneous is different throughout. You can see the different parts, the mixture. For example, there is a distinct contrast between sand and water, and a fruit salad we'll be able to see the different types of fruit. Some of you are probably asking yourself, why can we see? Well, physical properties make separation possible. It states that mixtures can be separated because the substances have different physical properties that we can exploit. For example, the particle size. Different sizes can be filtered or solubles. Some substances dissolve, others. Let's take a look at the different separation methods. Today we will be doing 4 different ones. So number one is hand sorting. What is hand sorting, we may ask ourselves? The simplest method where you physically pick out different components. So when we use it, components needs to be large enough to handle easily. Items are visibly different, so different colors, shapes and sizes. Small quantities that don't need machine. So the quantity is very important. Too much, for example, mixed nuts will take us too long of a time. So method number 2 is sieving. What is sieving? Is a method that separates mixtures based on particle size. Small particles pass through holes while larger particles stay behind. So how it works is we will have the mixture, large and small particles, a sieve, and separate the two different group size. So the larger particles will stay in the sieve while the smaller particles will fall. Method number 3 is filtration. So filtration separates an insoluble solid from a liquid using a filter that lets liquid through but traps solids. The key terms are residue, the solid that stays in the filter. Filtrate is the liquid that passes through. So let's recap that again. Residue, the solid that stays on the filter. Filtrate is the liquid that passes through. So grade 7s, the last and final method we will be doing today is evaporation. So evaporation separates a soluble solid from a liquid by heating until the liquid turns to gas, leaving the solid behind. How it works is, for example, salt water is heated in a pot or a shallow dish pan. Heat is applied, the water reaches a boiling point and starts to evaporate. What will be left over is the right. Grade 7s, choosing the right method. So I want you to Match each mixture to the best separation method based on its physical properties and what we have learned so far. So number one, sand and water. Who can give me the best separation method for sand and water? Filtration, correct. Salt and water, anyone? Grade 7s, let me walk you through a practical demonstration that you can try at home or in your free time, which is a filtration demonstrations. This is the setup that we'll be using. So materials needed, gather all your equipment before you start, and remember, safety first. It is very important. So what we will be needing is a beaker, a funnel, filter paper, empty beaker, a plastic spoon, and a worksheet to record all your observations. For the safety part, we will be wearing safety goggles to protect your eyes from any particles from the sand mixture and sand and water. So the filtration demonstration procedure, we'll go step by step through the instructions on how we should go about and do it. So number one is fold the filter paper. Fold filter paper into a cone or place it in a funnel. Number two, position the funnel. Place the funnel over an empty beaker or collect filter it. Pour the mixture. And number four is observe and record. Right, grade 7s, let's talk about some real life applications and how separation is important to us in our daily lives. So the topic I want to discuss with you is water treatment plants. So how water gets cleaned. Water treatment uses multiple separation methods to make dirty water safe to drink. So that water that's coming out of it has all gone through this process of different separation methods to get it as clean as possible and not be harmful for us to consume. So the treatment process is number one is screening. So large objects is removed. Number two is sedimentation. Heavy particles settle at the bottom. Number three is filtration, where water passes through sand and gravel filters. Number four is disinfection, which is chemicals like chlorine, which kills harmful bacteria and makes it safe for us to drink. Did you know that 1 million plus liters is treated daily at large plants? And billions of people depend on treated water. Without treated water, humans as a civilization would never be able to survive. And multiple stages of separation and cleaning takes place on a daily basis for humans to continue living, as clean water is essential for life. And separation science makes recycling and waste sorting. Separation in recycling. Recycling centers use multiple separation methods to sort materials for reuse. Separation methods used hand sorting, where workers separate material by the type, for example, plastic, food waste, and electronics. So the next is magnetic separation. Powerful magnets pull out metal cans and objects. And then there's filtration and sieving, different. Grade 7s, we have come to the end of our lesson. Let's review the key concepts of what we went over. So, what is a mixture? It's two or more substances physically combined but not chemically bonded. Each keeps its properties. Next, why can we separate? So substances have different physical properties, size, solubility, magnetism, boiling point. The 4 methods we went over was hand sorting, sieving, filtration, evaporation. So hand sorting is the use of our hands, sieving is the different parts. Grade 7, this is your Exotica challenge, and I want each and every one of you to complete the activity list below. And well done.